morning. This is video, if we could take a look at it, from Skybox over the scene in Woodlawn Park. This is in the Alexandria section of the county. Just moments ago, investigators held a news conference.
Yeah, Evan Lambert's there. He has the latest information on what they told the media. Evan, what's going on?
Jim, Sarah, police tell us that this body was discovered around 11 this morning. They say it was discovered by officers. Now, according to a source, this body appears to be a female, and it was found just beyond these tennis courts here. You can see some of the red crime scene tape in the distance, and they say the body was covered by leaves and debris. At this point, it has not been positively identified. Officers say that they will remain here at the scene for several hours, and the body was just moments ago taken to the office of the medical examiner. Now, we do need to point out that this area is less than a mile from the home where Jholie Moussa, the 16-year-old here in the Alexandria section of Fairfax County, went missing nearly 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks ago. At this point, there is no indication that this body discovered is her. But I can tell you that the family, her family, has been notified by police about this discovery, and they are on standby for updates. We just got that update from police moments ago. Here's some of what they shared with us.
Our police officers discovered a body here at Woodlawn Park just around 11 a.m. The body was discovered beyond the tennis courts, just off a path, and it was covered with leaves and debris. At this point, the body has not been positively identified, and we aren't saying anything further about the identification.
And we are hoping to learn more, hopefully this evening, possibly tomorrow. So that timeline is a little bit unclear, but at this point, investigators still out here at Woodlawn Park investigating and looking into the exact circumstances that led up to the discovery of this body here in Fairfax County.
Okay, guys. That is the latest update that I found in regards to what's going on, but it gives us no more information. Okay, guys. We're going to pray that that's not Jholie Moussa that they found in the park today. We're going to stay hopeful and prayerful, that that's not her. However, if that body is Jholie Moussa, how much of the information that was given in regards to her disappearance was actually authentic? We were told that the twin sister had gotten a text from Jholie saying that she was headed to a party in Norfolk. Was that actually true? Or did someone have Jholie's phone and send that text to the twin? Is the whole thing about Norfolk all made up? I also know that the FBI was involved in the search for Jholie Moussa. How good of a search could they have done if there's a body that could possibly be her? And right now we're just saying, if it is her, this body is less than a half a mile away from the family's home. Wouldn't that park be the first place that trained individuals would look? That's why they bring the dogs out. That's why they have search parties. And mind you, remember the big search party? This is a half a mile, less than a mile rather, away from the family's home. I'm sure that search party looked and scoured all the areas, right? And what about the friends that were so uncooperative? They weren't willing to really give information the way the police and the FBI wanted them to the point where the FBI and the police labeled them uncooperative. What about the person that should have been at home with the twins while the family, the mother's in Texas and the father allegedly was at work or whatever the case may be? There was someone there with those twins. What about that person? So many things going through my head as I think about the possibilities that could have occurred. Because the fact that this baby's only less than a mile from her home lets me know that somebody that knew this child did something to this child. I don't know who she was texting or tweeting or whatever the case may be, or what lies was told in regards to texts and Snapchats and all that. But I do know mama ain't no fool. Now, had that baby been found 50 miles away in a whole nother county, in a whole nother city, in a ditch area, unrecognized, any of those weird things that happen when this is something other than what I'm believing it is. And I ain't judging nobody, but I've been trying not to put too much of the way I'm feeling into it, especially since I caught so much flack for putting the photos up of the gentleman that allegedly was communicating with the family some kind of way or saying info about Jholie. I don't know how much of that shit's real, but I know I do not believe that Norfolk, Virginia story was true. I just don't believe it. Nor do I believe that nobody knows anything about where Jholie was that night. I believe there's information that's not being said that could have saved Jholie's life. Or at least she could have been found a lot sooner and wouldn't have been out in the park for all these days, almost 2 weeks. It's sad. It's sad. But then we are looking at the fact that what if this is her? If it's not her, Lord, praise the Lord, she can still be found alive and unharmed and brought back home to her family. But something deep in me is saying, that's that baby. Somebody that baby knew hurt that baby. And somebody knows exactly who, what, when, where, how, what time, all that. And it's going to come out. Anyway, if they take as long to if they take as long to identify who this body actually is as they did to find Jholie Moussa, then we got plenty of time to wait. So I figured I'd go ahead and say my little piece on the back end. I'm a little mad about this one, y'all. I really had hope that we'd be able to get the information out there and find this young baby alive. You know? But hey, there's still hope. There has not been an identification as of yet. And prayers are still going up for that family's strength, man. This has to be a hard situation. A hard situation to deal with. Peace and blessings, guys. You know how we do. We chop it up in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about it.